Hello, everyone. So, we are in the process of fixing a problem here. So, I'm working on it. So, I I did I posted a thing on the Kudo group um, where I am I'm looking for help on a particular problem. And now I am looking at all the problems. So this is not going to be the most exciting thing right now. I was kind of hoping somebody else would be here. But they aren't, which is fine. They'll just have to put up with me looking for things and trying to talk at the same time, seeing whether I can do that. So we'll see whether that works or not. But I had at one point during Kudo, I went and did my Kudo demonstration, Kudo Taikai, stuff like that, information. Let's see if I've got anything where it says when it was taken. 4/19, 2008. Show the post. At 31 minutes. That's when I took my showdown test. Here, I'm just looking at when I took all my tests. And me done was 2008, 11/23. All right. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to figure out when I took my tests. I don't know if I have my showdown. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Somewhere I have my children. Information. I probably should look it up. So we're going through. I apologize for this not being any fun. Here, you can look at my ranking. There you go. That's my ranking. Congratulations, there's my ranking. Number 25, right here. Hard to see. Let me zoom in for you. That was my placement number. And now I'm looking for my original paper, or my original tests for this. Let's see if we can. You. I don't think I took a picture, which is weird. I can't imagine why I didn't take a picture of it, but okay. But as a side note, it's kind of fun. If you guys are wondering, I ended up in QuaCk, which is the newspaper for Ibaraki Prefecture, on May 8th. And it talks about who made rankings on things. Because huge time. Okay. Hey, it's a thing. It's a real thing. I just have to figure out where the heck it is on this newspaper. Holy crap. There's a lot of things here. Wow. Guess I didn't realize. Because we're on the sports page now. I guess that's where you'll find you. So, do. Oh, here we go. There we are. Right there. So on 420, I made, I know somebody's going to have to say nice about that. But on 420, in 2008, at Ibaraki Dojo. So this whole section right here, what you can't see, this whole section right here is talking about people who the Kyudo Renmei Taikai thing. So, but you can see here it says 420, and then right here it says guide these. So I found out that I can find the newspaper where I got my shirt on. They posted it in the newspaper. So if they can find me, if they can find anything, I mean, obviously, like I've got paperwork.
Scan it or take a picture of it or anything?
I don't know. Well, so what happened was I was so worried that I would screw it up that I never took it out of the little container thing until we were ready to go, which kind of pulled it out and then flattened it out and just put it into the rest of the paperwork to be flat. And then the thing came home, and then that box full of paperwork got destroyed.
I remember.
So I never took a picture of it. So I don't have the number. I know what number I was. And the problem, of course, is that we didn't take a picture of the Taikai. We didn't take a picture of the ranking Taikai thing at the showdown, but we did it in Udon where I passed. So it's like really weird because like the pieces we're missing are weird. So that's like we definitely have the picture where I passed.
I mean, you had me taking pictures of you taking the test, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. We got that. We even have video of me finding out that I passed. You done. Which is cool. So that's the thing.
Alright.
So yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of, but I'm just putting in all the data on this. But I mean, like, I know what day I took the test on. And we know what day I took the test on the Taikai Kyudo's Nidon test, so we know that.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Is Kai in bed?
Kai is in bed.
Okay.
I'm going to try to be a little more on the ball tomorrow morning. Everybody can get out of here a little bit earlier.
Okay. That works for me.
We're just looking at Kai's crossword.
Oh yeah. Somebody had come up with the idea that we should do a this is 12-year-old me. I'm sorry, but the older version of me cannot answer the phone. Look at that. Pretty cool.
That's good.
That was somebody, I don't know who it was, Heifer or Ann, last night.
Like record his own.
Yeah, record his own
20
voicemail
years
for
from now.
20 years from now. This is 12-year-old me. I'm sorry, but the older version of me can't get here. That'd be kind of clever and cute. So,
Sorry, but grown-up me is busy adulting.
right? There you go. Grown-up me is busy adulting. There we go. That's cute. I feel like I took a picture with my phone of things somewhere. Oh well. So, if you ever want to know what is super scary, being the only foreigner in this test set. I was the only foreigner. Very scary. So what we're doing now is we're still looking for all of the things. I'm missing some pieces in here, and I'm not sure why. We'll copy all of these guys back in, skip them. Don't worry about the rest of them. There we go. Now they match. It's weird. Make sure I've got everything in here. Well, making sure I got like all these things for it. So one of the things that I've never really done is, why is there nothing to show here? We had something to show here. Just decided there's nothing to show. Okay. Fine. And you, you, and you. Here are all my showed on stuff. just making sure that I copy everything. Like all these things are in my family picture directory, but Sensei was a good guy, and I miss him. Make sure nothing is in here that isn't. All right. There we go. Hey guys, so I'm kind of, first of all, I'm boring, and two, I feel like nobody's here. I think the two watching things are bots coming in from Brent, which I really appreciate, but oh, hey, it's not. It's actually like Colton. Colton, if you want to join, that's cool. I'm looking up stuff for my Kudo thing, and so I'm feeling like I'm doing a very boring stream tonight. So I was gonna hang up on the stream, but if you want to join me, we can chat and talk and watch you doing better. So that's cool. Or if I'm keeping you company and you don't mind me just rambling about Kudo, then I'll hang. I just was like, if there's nobody actually out here watching, and I'm talking about Kudo, that's not to pressure you to join me. You don't have to join me at all. You don't have to join me at all if you don't want to. It's totally cool. So what had happened was, guys, when I came back from Japan, the box that had all of my paperwork in it was destroyed in a transit. It was lost in somewhere in Atlanta, a shipping transition thing. And so it was wiped out. That's cool. So the box that had like my actual certificates that said that I had made Shodan and I had made Nidan, which that's first degree black belt, second degree black belt. Those documents were lost. So tonight on a whim, I was like, I posted to the Kudo Facebook group and said, hey, does anybody know how to fix this problem? And they're like, were you registered with the Kudo Federation? And I was like, yeah, I was registered. And they're like, oh, then it should be really easy to reprint those. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, just send them a message. And they were like, it'd be really cool if you knew the certificate numbers. And I'm like, I didn't. So I was like, dang it. So anyway, so that's where I am. Is I'm looking up the certificate numbers and stuff like that, see if I had them, but I don't, which is all right. They said that as long as you know what your address was at the time and you knew where you were and what your sensei's name was, it should be really easy to find the documents and then have them reprinted for you and sent. And I was like, oh, that'd be great, because then I could put them on my wall and show that I actually have a second-degree black belt. Judo is important to me in a lot of ways, and we've been restarting doing martial arts again, my wife and I, and Judo is a nice low impact martial arts that you can do like my sensei did. He was 68 years old when he passed away, and he had gone out to the dojo to practice Judo like 2 weeks before he died. So I could continue to do Judo until literally I can very barely pull the bow. But then also somebody had posted this company that manufactures bows, and they'll do them in a way that's really pretty. Like I can make a bow red or blue or something like that. So I was thinking of that. Sure, I'm just going to make since they roll over. It's great, but that's, we'll work in the situation. So that's what I'm up to here, and it's boring, and I get that, and I understand that as that, but that's all right. So if you guys are willing to stick around with me, and if Colton's willing to stick around with me, then I'll just keep showing you cool stuff. And Brent is here too, so it is Brent and Colton. Yeah, but I'm trying to write all this information out. So that's what I'm doing here, is talking about this, which is hard to write, and you're here too, sneaking too. You're reading a book. Well, it's good to see you then. Well, you know what? If there's enough people here that I was thinking nobody was actually here, but I can automate things. So I'm glad to have you here. Then maybe what I will do is switch over to drawing and get back to work instead of trying to do this, and we'll do this later. All right. So what we're doing on here is, this morning we broke my script down for the next comic book that I'm writing. And well, I'm glad that I'm glad to have you here. I'm a comic artist. Pepper's here too. Pepper, you showed up and it didn't boot again. I don't know what the story is.
I'm not quite sure either.
Because I've been sitting here going, nobody's here, and like all these people are going, we're here, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm glad to have you all here. So,
hello, everyone.
Yeah, we've got this person who's into digital art. So,
okay.
We broke the script earlier today for this one, and breaking the script. Oh, mental health documentary. That sounds cool. Breaking the script is where you take the script and break it down into its pieces. So, not breaking it like we took a script and then ruined it, which is kind of a funny delineation. Okay, we broke the script earlier today, so we've got to kind of go through and put them in their spaces over here. This grid right here is a special grid that I built for planning out comics. It has 32 pages out here that you can see each one of them, so we can literally draw on them, and you can kind of see where we are whenever this is what it looks like when it's done. So I can do a rough idea of what's going on over here. So these are just the roughs. but this allows me to plan out where everything is. And in my way, the way I do this, Can uses the same pages that I made, but he does them slightly different. But in my way, I color code the different scenes, so we can kind of see how all these scenes work. And we've got a couple of things going on here. RL indicates whether it's a right page or a left page. And the thing that's going on right here is that there is this, you can see right here, we've got this graph. And this was set up by a manga artist who used to be working out of Hawaii and has now gone back home. So he's back in Japan. But that comic artist, that manga artist, was talking about there are 3 waves to a manga. And the first wave hits here, then the second wave peaks at the second splash page. And the third wave comes after a complete fallout. So it falls all the way down and then comes back up. So I try to follow sort of that design in my writing if I can. It gives a good feel. It makes the manga feel like it follows its patterns like it's supposed to. And so, for example, open, and I'll go over here, and I will show you the previous issues cards. So, complete Act 1. Materials. So, here we go. So this was the first manga. Manga is Japanese style comics. So let's start there. This is perfect. Let me give you a little rundown. So I am what we call a manga style artist. There are 2 types of artists, 2 types of styles that generally are in our group. Though that doesn't necessarily mean there are only 2 types of styles. But our group seems to have either traditional comic artists or manga artists. A traditional comic.
Somewhere weirdly in between.
And then there's Pepper, who's weirdly in between. So the traditional comics, traditional American comics look like this, right? This is a traditional American comic. The Japanese manga are smaller, and of course they're reversed. But within the QuaCk community, it's important that our little group of friends only have. It's outside of that. There's all kinds of stuff going on. The manga style is usually black and white. It's not in color, and of course it's read backwards, although mine isn't. But they're smaller in size, and they have a different aspect ratio than obviously the American comics. So you can see that there's 2 different sizes. And manga usually are compiled, so they'll run 30 pages or so in a group. And then you can see here that this is a set right there. And then these are published in a weekly jump. And then once they've hit a certain number of them that equals about 300 pages, they will release what they call a tankobon, which is this thing, right? And that's like a graphic novel. So that's what manga is. I'm a manga style artist. That means my artwork is styled manga. And my artwork looks like this in a lot of ways. Let me switch back over to the monitor. So this is my captain and the things that I tend to draw and things like that. So that's how this kind of comes about. So we are working on, this was the original comic, the first comic, which I'm not giving the entire rundown, which I completed and released or last month. Right, so this is my first comic out. So this one came out last month. So we are working on that, and now we're working on the second issue of that. So there's 2 issues to that episode. So that's where we are. This is Momentary Ghost 1, which is the one that I just showed you. And this is its breakdown, where I went through and I just drew up all of the pages and had everything figured out and stuff like that. And once I finally finished all of these guys, then we were done with the whole thing. So now we're working on Momentary Ghosts 2, which is this guy. And we just finished breaking the script, which is where we take we break the story. So we take the story and we break it out into little pieces. And I was just talking to Bob tonight, and he was observing that there's a style to the way that we're doing the comics this way, where we sort of write them on the run, sort of thing. We're kind of, dang it, we're sort of doing a script where we draw pictures and then sort of write words in, and it's sloppy. It's not static and really nicely done. Like, here is a script, and the script comes in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I put this template up on the Quasar Art Collective page on Facebook somewhere along the line. I don't care if people use it. In fact, I hope people use it. Usefulness. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of high resolution because I like to draw really close. Like, I like to be able to zoom all the way into here and then actually have enough room on here that I can, if I were to put in a new layer, I have enough room to be able to, I've got all of my settings set weird, to be able to draw the entire pages, with people and stuff like that. So, with enough, such a zoomer. But, so I like to have enough room to get just the rough thumbnails kind of down. So we sort of broke the script out last night because I was having problems with it. And so let's see here. What we have is we have the first half of the med lab scene. And now we have the second half of the med lab scene. And the reason I broke it into 2 is I feel like this bad guys blew up the planet thing is a great place to break that script in half. Right? So, but this is a huge scene. Right? So I'm not sure how many pages I want to give to this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink this down so it fits inside this barrier over here. And then we'll come up with what pages it fits in. Like, do I want to give it, how many pages do I think I'll end up with on this? This is a lot of chattering going on here. There's a lot of talking between 2 characters. So since it's a lot of talking, it may not take as many pages as I thought. Right? So we have that scene. Then we've got this bridge scene here. Bridge. Cut, paste, and deselect. And bring it over here. We'll find a home for it in a minute, because we need to kind of see where we are at the end here. And then this leaves us our last section, which is down here. Ooh, still got junk all over the place, so let's just cut it out. this cut. Just go away. So the end result here is we end up with all of these scenes that we just broke out last night are spread out over the entirety of the. Oh man, I see. That's where it is. Don't destroy these guys. We need those guys. We'll put those up there. These guys. There we go. And that should lead me to not need that guy anymore. Good. Okay, fixed it. All right. So there's a lot of things that kind of go into making a comic book, making a story. Like, not just, once upon a time, there was a guy named Guy. Okay, we'll see you around. Bookmark my area here. We'll see you later. We are also broadcasting, by the way, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So you can join us then too. So, but it was good to have you here. We'll see you around. All right. So, I think 30 to 32 probably is that last 2 pages there. But, I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking it's probably got a lot more chatter than I thought it has. So we probably can spend a lot more pages doing. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty much at GS Davis Art down here at the down. No, wait, here, no, there, and at GS Davis Art everywhere. So on Facebook, DeviantArt, Twitter, Twitch. So it's all the same. Aha, I figured that one out. But you're right. The thing is that it's not just me, it's also Pepper, whose camera's not working right now, so all we get is audio only of Pepper. And
Hi.
yeah, and Kayan's in here sometimes, and Colton, who was in here, he sometimes shows up in here too. So we get a lot of people who usually are in here, so that's why we call it QuaCk, because we're all quacked up. People, we're all quacked up. It's not what it's quacked up to be, man. It's not what it's quacked up.
Well, you said Bob, and I was just like, I thought Bob was going to be joining us.
Yeah, he sometimes, I've given him the link a few times, and he keeps saying he will, and then he doesn't. And that's okay. It's not urgent. So, yep, Sneaking Tooth says hi. I don't know if you can read, but I don't know what your
Hello.
connectivity is over there, Pepper. So.
I'm all good. I looked over at the computer screen.
There you go. Well, cool. Okay, well, I have broken all of this down. Now we just need to see you later, Colton. Oh, that's cool. So you just kind of crawl around and look at socials. At the end credits of our show, I put everybody's social stuff on the end credits, so it's going through the whole thing. But I bet you I don't have my information on my Twitch stream. Because I don't understand Twitch that well. I don't understand all these things necessarily. Yeah, I don't know if I get all of these. I don't think I get all of these. Let's see. What does my information channel say? I'm on Facebook. Twitter. YouTube as art. There we go. The description for the About page on your channel is under 300 characters. Well, that's useful. Art Colorado Artist Collective. Quasar Art Collective. There we go. That way it sort of says it more. There we go. Yeah. All is good. Prime Gaming. I don't do that channel and videos. Yep. Brand. Oh, hey, I can change the colors to my themes. Hi, blue. Schedule. Oh, hey, yeah, it still says that we're scheduled for the morning from 10 to 12. Weird. Edit it. It's 9 a.m. for 2 hours. Every Monday, Tuesday, one Monday. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. There we go. I actually, since you mentioned it, I'm fixing it. There you go. Good job. I mean, I say that because that actually is one of my big things I try to get everybody to do, is to remember to brand themselves properly.
Well, I mean, last time I branded myself, it really did hurt, so...
Right, it burned. There was burning.
You may want to warn people when you tell them to brand themselves, man.
Well, you know what? I don't kink shame, man. I don't kink shame. I'm just saying. All right. Yeah, it's cool. Good night, Sneaking 2. Thanks for joining me.
Good night.
I have channel. I don't know. There we go. Okay, let's save these things. I've saved all my Twitch stuff. That's good. Viewer rewards. I don't know why. Hey, I don't know what drops are. Hey, Brent, what are drops in Twitch?
They're people who drop your stream.
Okay. What does that mean? I mean, I appreciate that you're saying that, but I don't know what dropping my stream. Like, they get off my stream?
They basically they'll get on and then they'll get off.
So I don't want that enabled. Or do I?
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
You mean you can disable it? Like prevent people from leaving once they get to your channel?
I don't know. It says enable drops or don't enable drops. I don't know.
Okay, now I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was asking, because it says when turned on, your followers will be alerted when they can have a chance to earn in-game loot. It may take
Oh, that's for the that's for if you're streaming gaming.
I don't ever stream gaming.
Yeah.
So should I turn it off?
Yeah.
Because it's nothing that I can use?
Well, you don't use it, so you don't play video games on Twitch.
It is true. Video producer. I have no videos. That's funny. Collections. I have no collections. I have no clips. I have no copyright strikes. That's always a plus. Hey, 1.4 average viewers. Kind of useful.
No, yeah, Metrics.
Introducing chat highlights. Okay. Oh,
How's your script coming?
I think I'm done breaking it up. Now I just need to figure out how big these scenes are. So. So, we'll figure that out in a minute. I'm over here messing with things. So, now I'm all curious. Oh, hey, the moderator. We can add VIP, mentions, subscriber. That's kind of cool. There's some things we can do here. So that whenever you guys are actually in there and like all these little symbols come up. That's actually kind of useful. I mean, like, it's cool. It's cool.
It's cool.
There you go. In real life. My stream has got an in real life tag on it. I'm like, no. We're totally artists. We are not, in fact, in real life. I would notice if we were in real life, but we're not. That's all right. So, okay. Oh, it's kind of cool. Apparently, I can pop out our video.
Pop out.
Yeah, so you can pop it out and have it as a picture-in-picture on your monitor, so you can use your monitor to do other things.
No, interesting. Okay.
Except that it doesn't copy the chat, which is really what I want to see. So, as cool and useful as it is, it doesn't. The chat's the important part. And so it's like,
Yeah,
that's what I'm reading. I don't need to see me. I know what I'm doing. Right? No, I mean, I guess it is kind of cool to see what you're doing too, but that's not what we generally do in this thread. So there's that. So what are you doing over there, Mr. Ghost Person? You're a ghost.
I am working on one of my two projects that I have for October. So essentially, I know it's a form of Inktober, but I'm not calling it Inktober.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that is similar to Inktober at all is the fact that I'm only using two inks, one black ink and one orange ink. That's it. But I have my own prompt list and all of that stuff, so like I'm not following Inktober at all. So I'm just trying to get out of like this really weird position I'm in as far as my art goes. I've just been noticing that I haven't really been producing much since I left MetaZoo. I'm just trying to get back into being myself again.
Fair.
Basically, I was constantly like not being myself when I was with the company. That's nothing about them. That's just me not having a really good work-life balance.
Right.
And it became an unhealthy thing for me mentally at a certain point. And so I'm just trying to work through that.
Fair.
But my prompt list today was spider. And each one actually yesterday's was spiders. Today is crystal. I'm 1 day behind so far still, so but I'm using a character, this like witch girl character.
Witch girl?
Yeah, it's like a magical witch girl type deal.
I'm being horsey. You're gonna have to unfriend me again because I'm just being a jerk. I had to do. You said witch girl, and I said witch girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't let that one go. I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. Like the first one was a circle gate. Circle gate. The second one was portal. So I'm hoping if I can get the spider one done, I can get the crystal and raven. So tomorrow's is raven is the prompt. Today's crystals. Is crystal. Before midnight. And then I have for the 6th coming up. I have a formless familiar. So basically, I'm gonna draw what I think a familiar looks like without a form. So, like, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, like with magical stuff, witches tend to have a familiar that usually is like a cat, a dog, a horse, or whatever. It's like some type of animal.
Sure.
And but old legends say that a familiar is actually a type of troll or goblin that is subservient to witches. So their true form is a formless, non-animal form.
Right. A formless form.
Yeah. But they do have one. Best representation of like the mythos of that is was on Sabrina the Chilling Tales of Sabrina. But on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
But right now I think I got almost all the black down. I just I'm just trying my best.
Yeah, I get you. It's hard. I think I'm burned a little out, and so I'm kind of going slow right now. Same thing, not same thing, but feeling a little burny. So I'm just kind of trudging slowly. Tomorrow I've got to get back on to working on the school stuff, the animations for the school stuff. So that's important.
Yeah.
So today I'm kind of just poking around because tomorrow I've got to be on my A game.
Because you have to do work for school.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, I didn't want to do ink washes with this whole thing that I'm working on right now. But I ended up having to do it for this one. And I'm liking on how it came out. It's coming out so far.
Right. Six. So even 6 pages in for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually not a bad chunk of the story going into this scene. Sort of wrapping the whole thing up.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is it leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it leaves 6 pages for the bridge scene or the medlab scene. That's not bad either. That is totally usable. Then we go into the hard part here, which is trying to determine whether we can use how many of these pages can we talk to or use here for this. Because can't use page 17.
Why can't you use page 17?
It's a splash. So I'm not able to use 17 in the plot because it's a splash page. So that's fine.
Okay.
That's not a problem, but we've got a lot of kind of important things happening prior to page 17, and hoping that I've got far more than enough space to roll that out. And I actually do think I have a lot of space. So, which is good because I think that the breakdown that we came up with you, me, and Ken yesterday has some room for personal interaction, two characters talking to each other, bits and pieces. We've got some space in here now because it's 32 pages, but I don't think we've got 32 pages of story. So I think we've got about maybe 27 or 26 or 27 pages of story, which is fine. We can add a few pages of characters in hallways talking to each other and going, what do you think about this? I don't know. What do you think about this? Sort of stuff. So should be able to lose here. Put 4. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3 from this guy. And 4. Then we have this scene, which is Ridgy. Said his red was red. Said his red was red. So again, 1, 2, these 2 pages. These 3. Well, we know that we want at least 4. We need to be. What do we need to be on this? We need to be solid by this page. So this guy can be in there too. So that's a splash. And this. We have these 3. Right, left, right. Looking up. So I think I want to steal one of these and then move this one down. So, because I think that last sequence here can be 3 pages. There's not a lot of room in the first half. So I'm having a little bit of room. I'm having some space problems in the first half of the story. There's a lot of stuff happening in the first half, and then there's like nothing happening in the second half. But the good splitting point for that, where the split point is, the best part for that is, Alex saying, I don't know, they built some huge device that blew up the planet. She's making up stuff, but that gives a good shocker for Chang. What? It was the Commonwealth, So that's good because it also red herrings my audience. Which I really want to do. I like red herring in my audience. Okay, so I feel like We don't want here. Is to the left. That's right. And this is the left as well. I'm going to make these papers. Yeah. Not that one. That's a splash. So these two are yellow. That means that these two. You know what? Those are outside of the story arc there. Flashback. And these two, do I want to make them more? Because they're going to be, this is going to be an open spread. So that's a spread. So maybe I do want to just do this and then hold. Well, I feel like if I'm in this scene, I really want it to be full splash to there. But then that cuts what I can do. I don't know. We'll put Alex Woods up here. There we go. And that then puts 2 pages for red alert, red alert. Everybody needs to get to your doodly wops. Get your butt out of here.
Mm.
So make that purple. That's you too. That means that I can go to red for the rest of this scene here. There we go. Now I think I've blocked out. So now we'll discuss, what did you just do, guy? What I just did was right, exactly. Well, I didn't understand any of what you just said, so hope it wasn't critical.
Nope, just explaining what you just did.
Yeah, I totally did. Whatever it was, that's me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm breaking the script down into scenes and units. So now the next thing we've done is I'm very color oriented. I love colors, and it tells me a whole lot of what's going on. So I've broken the script down into colors. These colors show which scenes are where and which scenes match over here. And that gives me enough room to work on these things. So and now that I've done that, I'm going to take this down. Bring them down. There we go. This. All right. So, now that we've done that, I think we're pretty close to ready to go on this one. It's got a good distribution too. I can actually kind of, looking at the color palette on here, I mean, just the colors set out for the pages, it looks like a good distribution. So that's a good plus on this one.
That's good.
12 pages are dedicated to bridge scenes, 8 pages to MedLab, 6 pages to the epilogue and the prologue, and that leaves us 2 pages of other. Good. I don't know if I can do that at this point. Probably. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and squish this guy down. And we're going to call him save as issue 2 layout. It already exists. This is the newer version. It's much better. Oh, wow.
What?
My online comics had 1,000 views.
Well, that's good. Right?
Yeah. I did not expect that necessarily, but okay. Analytics. There's an analytics thing. Okay, so it's had a lot of views, but 71 unique readers. Oh, that's in the last 30 days. Page reads? Holy crap. I had like this massive flood of people to reading it on the 29th.
Okay.
So many people read it on the 29th. I don't know what that was about. That was really weird. Like, I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, I had 10 page reads on the 20th and nothing until the 25th, at which time somebody read 33 pages. And then all of a sudden on the 29th, I had 293 page reads, followed by the 30th, where I had 106 page reads, and then nothing until 10/4. So I wonder what I did to promote this on those days. I feel like that's weird.
Yeah.
Kind of fascinating either way. That's all right. Still cool.
Yeah. Cool. Great.
There you go. Well, that's the thing. So. I don't know how to use half of these, so there's that.
The metrics.
Yeah, I like all these metrics are really hard to. I don't know. Well,
I take it as a good sign that you have them. So.
yeah, I mean, I'm astonished that I have, 400 pages, 500 pages viewed. That's cool. So that's cool. I don't think I've actually kind of looked over. Yeah, I don't think I know Zenko. Where do I know Zenko from?
What's the name?
Zenko. Sounds familiar. Art looks remarkably familiar. I think I probably know this person from somewhere. I have 2 whole followers. And one of them is Brent. And the other one is Matt Coop. That's fine. I'm just looking through here going, oh, well, that's a thing. Who knew? Looks like our electricity is finally kind of starting to cool down again some more. It was pretty steep for a while there. Pretty brutal. Because we had all the ACs running and everything like that. It was rough. So
I'm kind of happy that we live in Loveland now. Our electricity is cheap.
yep. Well, I mean, it's still cheap, relatively speaking. Cheaper than, say, buying gas for the car was pretty expensive for a while there.
Yeah. No, I'm talking like comparatively since we moved up here. The electric bill up here is somewhat actually like all of our utilities are in one bill. So like our water, our sewage, everything is through one company.
Right.
So like for us it's been nice because like we don't have to really worry at all really.
It is useful. I am running out of steam.
I really like this spider.
Well, if you had a camera, you could show us. Just saying.
You
don't have to. It's fine.
Well, I restarted my computer, so let me see if that just fixed it.
Yeah, I'm getting fadey here. I'm starting to fade. Hey,
okay.
Look at you. Show me your spider. It's such a cool spider. Look at your spider. It's kind of creepy, actually. Just saying.
Yeah.
Like like you are if you're a spider.
Yeah, like this is the one from a couple of days ago.
I like that one.
And then that's the finished one.
Nice.
So, yeah, I should probably do it so that it looks like I'm at least talking to you instead of my other monitor.
Yep.
So, but
well,
no,
I am almost out of steam. I'm thinking of ending early unless you want to stay for any reason.
No, I am working at the tall desk today, so like basically my neck and stuff, like I've been trying to work while standing up, and unfortunately it is tiring me out.
Yep, I'm thinking it's time for us to call it for the night, because I am done. I'm out.
Yeah.
We've already put everybody else to bed.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah.
We'll be back in the morning.
Yeah, that's fine. So I will talk to you all later.
Goodbye, Pepper. Keep your eyes on the stars, everybody. Bye-bye.